Yo, what's good? What's good? DJ DG, Lawrence Frazier in the building. What's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all? Got me in a Friday mood today. You know what I'm saying? A Friday mood. Said, why no pick'em shows this week? We doing it on Sunday this week since the Super Bowl. Sunday, not Thursday. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. So weird stuff going on in Cali going right now. There's always, hold up. I want my chill Asian stuff. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Give me my Zen shit. So there's some weird stuff going on in California right now. Yeah, there's always weird stuff going on in California. That's just one of those states where there's always some weird stuff, whether it be pushing certain agendas, crazy things in weather that don't make sense, like fire tornadoes and shit. That's just one of them states. It's like how Memphis is known for always having a bunch of killings going on. Whether it be a rapper, usually it's always a rapper that gets shot in Memphis. What's good? I hate Lakers. What's good with you? So how far back was the Kobe statue reveal announced? I don't know how far back it was, but obviously they had it planned out for a while, especially considering, you know, he died and everything at such a young age, and he's one of the greatest Lakers to play. At some point, you knew he was going to get a statue. So the helicopter with the 5 dead Marines right around the time Kobe crashed in a helicopter crash. Yep, you can't make this shit up. Said, are the Chiefs gonna do it again? You're gonna have to wait till Sunday. Said Swift born in 89. Damn, she old. Niners won their first Super Bowl in 89. We will see. And yeah, someone mentioned the Kobe statue. Yeah, we know that was the whole thing yesterday on 2/8/24. All the numbers of significance surrounding Kobe and his daughter. And of course, LeBron James didn't show up. I'm not surprised by that. But it's funny that the Lakers ended up losing this game by 8 points. Denver goes on a 8-0 run to close out the game, wins by 8. And as soon as I was like looking at it, I was like, wait, when are they going to have any more bullshit points, any extra garbage time points? Nope. Made sure it was right at 8. And at the end of the game, they made it a point to show that number 8 statue. I was like, wow, they got something right there. As usual, LeBron James had to throw a bitch fit whenever he wasn't getting a call. And it was one of those games where it's close, but I still didn't necessarily enjoy it. I don't know if it's because I just don't like watching LeBron James play, but I didn't enjoy the game at all. Jokic had 24. I didn't look at the stat line to see who had what, but I was like, somebody got to have 24 points. And there we go. Jokic had 24. There we go. Allegedly, she's a witch. I want to say she was one of the celebrities who's had someone who's like a background dancer before mention that she was a witch before as well. Kind of like Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Beyonce. All of them have had somebody that went on tour with them that was one of the dancers or worked on part of the crew that said the same thing about them. And the main thing about that one, Mike, is the fact that they don't have a reason to lose any more Super Bowls, especially after they've thrown their previous 2. And Kyle Shanahan's whole story, his whole narrative has been he chokes in the big game. So they got to eventually end that somehow. Yeah, I saw that. LeBron James partnered with DraftKings. And Murray was killing the Lakers all game. Murray was doing his thing last night. He was definitely doing his thing. So NBA partnering with sports books is sketchy. They all do this shit, bro. Like, think about how many NFL, how many NHL, how many NASCAR, I don't know. Formula One don't really have commercials like that. Soccer, NBA. How many times do you see a DraftKings, a FanDuel commercial? Excuse me. Any of that. Like, think about that. Like, how often you see those commercials. Like, NASCAR, they partner with BetMGM because they sponsor Austin Dillon, and they sponsored Kyle Busch last year as well. And they have a thing now where they're going to do live betting where you can bet on where drivers finish on pit road. We're not talking about where they finish for the race because you can already do that. We're talking about how they finish on pit road. That is something that I couldn't even, like, I watched NASCAR my whole life. I couldn't even really predict where somebody's going to come out on pit road. I can get a rough idea, but if you told me or asked me if Jeff Gordon was in, say, third place, he going to come out in fifth place, I couldn't tell you that. But that's how much they're, like, hungry for it. And it's sports entertainment, so at the end of the day, that works for them. Yeah, that's funny. You mentioned that. I had that on my show notes. Lamar Jackson, number 8, wearing purple. Again, think about it. Number 8, wearing purple. Won a second MVP. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was last night, the same night they had Kobe Bryant, one of his 3 Kobe Bryant statues. What's he wore? Number 8 in 24. 2 times 4 is 8. What did he wear? Purple, just like the Lakers. It's like the Ravens. Crazy. Number 8 wins the second MVP on the 8th. That's something right there. Am I hyped for the NBA playoffs? No. Believe it or not, I am not. I've been more geared towards college basketball this year. And this is the first year I've said it. But I enjoy college basketball more than the NBA. And it's because you can, at least they'll play some goddamn defense. Like in the NBA, it's open layups, open dunks. And if the paint clogged up, they're going to kick it out for a 3, and they're going to shoot a bad 3. Or a good 3, depending on who it is. And they try way too hard with the selling calls in the NBA, too. It's damn near like FIFA soccer. Do I think think about FIFA. Do I think the Madden championship winner will be connected to Hold on. Do I think the Madden championship winner will be connected to the Super Bowl winner? I don't know who's in the Madden championship. Is that the one where they have like the NFL players is on like teams and shit, and they like play on like this big ass screen? I think I watched it one time, but I won't put a whole lot of stock into that. What's the most rigged sport? Baseball. Because they work together and it sticks out so much. Whenever there's an error, it's like they show the replay like 5-6 times because they're not doing shit until they pitch the ball again. So it glares out. You can't miss it. What's good, homie? 43. NBA partner with UAE, changing the in-season tournament to the UAE NBA Cup. And they're going to wear UAE patches. That whole thing is some bullshit. The fact they have to make a bullshit tournament just to get players to play more games is sad. The fact that you have NBA players, like, out of all the forms of sports entertainment, they have it, I would say, the easiest. Maybe short of baseball. But they have it the easiest for the simple fact that they don't even have to fake injuries to sit out a game. Like in the NFL, you got to at least fake that you had a concussion, fake that you twisted your ankle, fake that you tore your ACL to sit out. Or if you holding out for a contract, you can sit out that way. NBA, they just be sitting out just to sit out. Load management. Like, really? Like, all y'all have to do is play 65 games and y'all still complaining. And y'all getting paid millions to do this shit. Oh, okay, I got you. I thought you meant like the little players tournament shit they did. I got you now. That Madden championship. Okay. So last year in Madden, they had the Eagles beating the Chiefs in the Madden game, and the leak script had the Eagles beating the Chiefs. We saw who ended up winning. It wasn't the Eagles. This year, actually, the year before that. Was it the year before that? 2 years. Yeah, the year before that, they had the Bengals in the Madden simulation beating the Rams in the Super Bowl. We saw who ended up winning that game. So this time they had the Chiefs winning, 30-28. if I remember correctly, 30-28 over the Niners in the Madden simulated Super Bowl or whatever. Usually, whoever wins that doesn't win the Super Bowl. I'm just gonna say that. 98 Broncos was the last team to have a Shanahan and McCaffrey. Yeah, I saw that on the team, and they won. I got their running back and linebacker on the coaching staff. So Anthony Lynn was on that Broncos team too. Chiefs will win. Taylor Swift will be mic'd up. It'll be made into a documentary for her. Thing about the whole Taylor Swift thing is they've essentially, the Chiefs that is, have essentially been underdogs besides the Dolphins game, but underdogs to the Bills, underdogs to the Ravens, and everybody picked the Bills and the Ravens to beat the Chiefs. I think everybody picked the Chiefs to beat the Dolphins. And now that they ended up being the team that people are betting on now, it only makes sense to hit them with the okie doke. Say boxing the most rigged. When you see certain knockouts and certain fights, it can be bad. But usually it's like at one or two specific moments where it really, really sticks out. Yeah, I'd say college football regular season is better than NFL regular season. Because it'll just give you some super crazy shit versus the NFL. The games are kind of predictable as the flow of the game of what's about to happen, because they all tend to be these dramatic down to the second games. Whereas college, they might hit you with some shit where it looked like this one team is going to win, but 3 seconds left, they do some crazy. The other team does some crazy shit and fuck around and win. And it's an ESPN Play of the Year. College basketball, I just like it because, I don't know, it's more, I don't want to say more pure, but it's, I don't know how to word this. The playing style ain't the exact same. I guess that's the best way to put it. We don't have to watch teams just chuck up threes the entire game. They actually got to play a half-court style of basketball. I believe the whole leap year thing where Chiefs won in 2020 and Biden won now 4 years later. So you say same game, same presidential candidates. What about like it being a rematch? Just to sync up with the politics? Decades. Because they was in bed with the mob for a long time. This ain't nothing new. Yeah, answer this question. Will Swift be back next year? If she is, like, there's only so much it can do. Like, this is the most effective it could be now, is this year when you bring in people who are fans of Taylor Swift who didn't watch the NFL. And now that she's going to what 13 games or however many, more people are tuning in, more people are gonna buy shit. She generated over $300 million and shit. This is probably the best year to do it. Next year it won't be as effective if they do. At that point, people are gonna be tired of it. Like, shit, we already tired of it now. If they keep showing her next year, they're gonna be really tired of it. Yeah, because they know some people are just now waking up to the fact that it's scripted. That's why. That's why those people will fall for it. So if the Niners win, they'll be the third team with 6 Super Bowls. Yep, 666. What's up, Damon? Jalen Hurts. All right, I'm going to check that out, man. I'm going to check it out. So he's going to be the only 2-time MVP to never win the Super Bowl. Shit. I think at most he might go to one at some point in his career, but he's going to end up losing it. And I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up with, say, 3 MVPs at the end of his career. He'll be one of them dudes that has all the individual awards, these records, but obviously, no ring to show for it as a starter. And if I remember, he's the only 2-time MVP and Heisman winner. I want to say the other Heisman and MVP winner was Cam Newton. Let's see when I talk about Lakers, Lamar. Yeah. Yeah, I was shocked too, man. I saw like the stream. He was talking about the NBA being scripted. I didn't watch it at the time. I added to my watch later, and then yeah, you mentioned he was like, yeah, Kwame played your video. I was like, what? That's crazy. Chiefs been underdogs, so the casual gonna take the Chiefs because the Niners and the Taylor Swift hype. Niners have no value because they're favored in Vegas. Flip the script on people who pick the Chiefs. It might be one of them games where it's a come from behind type of ordeal. So Reed won on November 26th in Vegas versus the Raiders, and with the win, he can pick up his 26th all-time postseason win in Vegas. Oh, okay. Top Madden players, I got you. Like people that really be about that Madden shit. I don't know as far as like the top Madden players. I don't know. I remember watching the show back in the day when they had the little tour bus and shit. I think it was on ESPN, Mad Nation. That shit was fun to watch. But I don't know about it being scripted. Or that actual contest. The game itself, the coding in the game, script shit out. If that makes sense. Yeah, and who's the quarterback for the Niners? What number does he wear? Notice they didn't make the Niners dominant in the playoffs like they were in the regular season. Facts. Made them look completely beatable on purpose to get people on the Chiefs, who they made look way better than they were in the regular season. I think Niners are wanting to pay back their dues from borrowing $120 million from the NFL to upgrade their stadium for the World Cup in 2026 and Super Bowl 60. Good catch. Good catch. The Kurt Warner, Brock Purdy connection. A flight 87 from Vegas to Kansas City on the 12th. 12th. What day is that? I forgot what day they said, because I looked up when both cities would have scheduled their Super Bowl parade. The San Francisco one was kind of vague. They didn't really give out a whole lot of details. As far as Kansas City goes, let's see. They have... Oh, they already said they're going to cancel school on Valentine's Day, the 14th. Call it Red Snow Day or something. If they were to win. I saw that. I wouldn't say necessarily that was geared specifically towards him. Because I know Oz Perlman, he had, the Jets beating the Niners in the Super Bowl. Oh, no question. Embiid and Lamar have similar careers. Yeah, a little bit. I say the main difference from Lamar Jackson and Joel Embiid is the fact with Embiid, man, like the way his career started off was injury riddled, whereas Lamar, he played his first year, got his team to the playoffs, MVP second year, so on and so forth. But Embiid really was a process. Embiid mentioned that the quarterback who is married usually gets a Super Bowl and wins it. You pick up Mahomes. When people finally were starting to catch on, yeah, they jumped out in front of it quick. Very fast. So Mahomes can get his third comeback win Super Bowl. Yeah, he trailed them both of them. You know what's funny about Mahomes is like all of these talking heads talk about how good Mahomes is and all this glazing and shit. That's funny they never mention how every Super Bowl he's played in, he's been outperformed by the other quarterback. You look at who he played in the first one, Jimmy G, outplayed Light Bright. Tom Brady, outplayed Sideshow Bob. Jalen Hurts, easily outplayed Patrick Mahomes. The only difference was a little fumble. But every single game. But somehow he ends up winning Super Bowl MVP and all this shit to add to his career to make him seem like he's better than he really is. And people have caught on to the fact how much they push him too. Because it's like we see that their offensive line gets away with holds like nobody else. Their defense gets away with clear pass interference like nobody else. Roughing the pass, so you touch Mahomes. It's damn near like the Tom Brady effect. So people are seeing and people are like getting to the point they kind of tired of the Chiefs. Niners are comeback kings this playoffs. Yeah, especially in that Detroit game. But Dan Campbell just says, fuck it, I'm going to treat this like a Madden video game. The Giants going to make the playoff. They're hosting the World Cup. I saw that. 2026. They got sites in, Canada? Because it's all in North America. They got Santa Clara, I think Toronto, or Vancouver. I don't remember which one. Guadalajara, Mexico, New York. Well, that's New Jersey. New Jersey, Arrowhead, Foxborough. I think Miami's one of them, and Houston. Or no, Atlanta and Houston. That's what it was. Is the Super Bowl going to be a blowout? I hope not. I hate blowouts. Kittle scoring because he's 85 versus 58 like Super Bowl 58. What a sweet love story for Taylor and Travis. That is a good, I ain't gonna lie, that's a whole, the way they orchestrated this whole thing with the Taylor Swift thing, that's genius. As much as we hate seeing Taylor Swift, from a marketing standpoint, that shit is fucking genius as hell. Like, as much as we'll shit on the NFL for, being fake and at times it's beyond unbelievable and all that shit, they know how to market their product. I will give them that. Even in an era where it's not as physical, they don't fuck it up like the NBA does. And it's not like the NBA is devoid of the tools to do so. They just pick politics every goddamn time over everything else. How do I feel about the Hall of Fame list? Do you feel like the first one they got right in years? I haven't even seen it. Let me see. NFL Hall of Fame nominees. 2024. Okay, fuck these cookies. Let's see what we got. Eric Allen, Jared Allen, no relation. Damn, I didn't know Jared Allen finally got nominated. Willie Anderson from the Bengals. Jari Evans, okay. Dwight Freeney. Antonio Gates, Rodney Harrison, Devin Hester, okay. Torrey Holt, Andre Johnson, Julius Pepper. Okay, now it's people that I grew up watching. Fred Taylor, Reggie Wayne, Patrick Willis, Darren Woodson. Okay. I'm thinking of Darren Sharper. Never mind. That's not a bad list. And it helps as people I actually grew up watching instead of people I heard and read about. You think they ever... Oh, shit. They been caught. That's why they had to play it off the way they did. Where they got to turn into a whole commercial and a whole meme. When Arian Foster said what he said, they was like, all right, man, let's really announcers go crazy with it. Commercials. Go get Michael Keegan. Go crazy with the script jokes. Put out script memes. Leak some fake scripts. Same shit the NBA did. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, and you see Kadarius Toney, he ain't been playing. He ain't really been with the team. He been on IG Live mad as hell. What Twitter link, fool? What you talking about? And even if you did see me, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't click on it from here and watch it. I might have to in like a replay or some shit, but I don't see no link. Yeah. I remember he was in that Eagles game. He was faking the injury like a motherfucker too. Chiefs are 3-2 and playing the Super Bowl. Freemasons led at number 33. Yes, they do. Because I know the obvious one, they could go 4-2 on the 42nd day of the year too. Or the fact that he scored in 13 seconds. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's all anybody has to do. Just look that up and it'll show that it's an entertainment league and they can legally dictate the outcome of the game however they see fit for ratings or profit. I'm going to tell you this now. If the Chiefs do win this year or next year, after that, expect the Chiefs to not be the same team. You won't be seeing Patrick Mahomes going to the Super Bowl nearly as much, if any, for a long time. So his career going to basically be front end loaded with all the heavy success, like the Super Bowl rings, the MVPs. And on the back end, he's going to be a good quarterback, but they're not going to take it to the next step and be Super Bowl champions and shit. They might go AFC Championship, but that's about it in the future. Could be 3-1 in Super Bowls. A lot of the Chiefs win the Super. Wait, what? It would make sense a lot if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl while those 3 Kansas City Chiefs fans frozen to death in the backyard. It was murder. Yeah, that story came out of the blue, I swear. And it's got so many plot holes in it, it's not even funny. They chose Bill Vinovich so people would think it'd be the whatchamacallit, the Chiefs. What's up, Lorenzo? What's good with you? Rematch. You don't think the NFL messed with Kyle Shanahan like that? Some of the Matt Ryan in a way. I mean, Matt Ryan's biggest thing was he was with the Falcons, like a team that's not going to win a Super Bowl. And he's with the Colts, who they clearly weren't going to have them win a Super Bowl with what they had going on. It's kind of like the inverse relationship the Ravens have with having Lamar Jackson. It's like, sure, you'll go to the playoffs damn near every year. You'll have exciting games to watch. But just because the melanation and things that might have happened or might not have happened off the field is why he won't, or the Ravens won't get to the Super Bowl or win it. Yeah, it is messed up because I know everybody really wanted to see the Lions and the Ravens this year in the Super Bowl. But they gave us the 2 teams don't nobody really want to see unless you're a Taylor Swift fan. Gave a 13-year-old Super Bowl tickets for his Make-A-Wish Foundation wish. Okay, serious question about these Make-A-Wish Foundation wishes. I might be wrong here, but if I was in their position, the Make-A-Wish kid position, I would be asking for Super Bowl tickets, and I'd be asking for whatever the fuck surgery I needed for free. That's where my mind would be. But to each his own. I don't know what he said about the Panthers. I have to go. If it was in his monologue, I'll go watch it after this. That's just a marketing tactic to sit there and say that they really care about kids and stuff. And then they can be like, see, we care because we partner with Nickelodeon and we got SpongeBob announcing the game for the Super Bowl or for Monday Night Football or whatever the fuck. So they got all their bases covered. It's a lot more than that, to be honest. Yeah. It's a lot more than that with Lamar Jackson. I'm going to put it like this, Damon. In so many words, he is a liability off the field. And when I say he, I mean the people he hangs around are a big off the field liability legally. I'm just going to word it like allegedly. I'm going to word it like that. And you can fill in the blanks however you may. That's why. And they've had the league has had to cover up some shit. A couple of things that have never made it to the mainstream media whatsoever about him. And if it were to, you think they'd be going in on him now? If any of this shit, other shit had came out, oh, it would be open season for that man. Super Bowl LV was Tampa versus the Chiefs, and Super Bowl in Vegas is LV. That's ironic. And part owner of the Raiders is Mr. Tom Brady. Yeah, that was a nice 10 years too. A nice 10 years. So all Mahomes need is to win the Super Bowl and be in the AFC chip for the next few years. Shit, he don't even need to win this one, to be honest. He could lose this one, keep going to the AFC Championship game or divisional round, and on the tail end of his career, win one more. Said they spaced him out. They didn't space out his appearances. Let's see, out of his, 7? Front end, he had the one against the Rams, Panthers, and Eagles. Those are on the front end of his career. That's already 3 right there. Then he had the losses to the Giants twice. Then they gave him some more on the back end. And then she gonna make an album about it. Watch. And it's gonna go number 1. So they're gonna go out like the Spurs and go downhill. What's good, Joey? What's up with you, man? So who we got and why? I mean, I feel like this was kind of split down the middle with the people in this chat who they got winning. It's just the fact they've been pushing the Chiefs so much this week and last week. That's kind of like, all right, man. Madden out here predicting the Chiefs gonna win and shit. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that most of the money's on the Chiefs. I really don't like that. Most of the money, most of the best is on the Chiefs and shit. I'm like, hold up, time out. Something ain't right. And then the easy narrative is the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce storyline. And a lot of people are aware how rigged it was, the fact that the Chiefs got there and they happen to have Taylor Swift too. Like, even a person who might have thought it was real before can put 2 and 2 together. It's like, wait, hold up. They've been showing this white bitch this whole time. Every goddamn game she been in. And now this same team somehow beat the Ravens and somehow, okay. Most people can put 2 and 2 together. But the problem is they're going to assume that the Chiefs going to win just because, see Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Which I'd say this. If betting didn't fucking matter solely on ratings and shit, and I ran the league, that's what the fuck I do, have the Chiefs win. That's easy. How many white women would go out and get a Travis Kelce jersey or a Swiftie jersey or whatever the fuck they call it? That's easy money. If they already don't have it. Yeah, regarding Lamar, yeah, so that's part of it. I'm gonna say that's part of it, but it's more than you think. Oh, they probably said as far as healthcare. Okay, that would make sense, because it'd be kind of fucked up. It was like, we know you're dying, but here's Patrick Mahomes. You can throw the football with him with your weak ass arms because you had chemo and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It would be kind of fucked up. So it would make sense, if they had at least the life part set up. Lifetime ice cream shit. See, that's not fair. I'm lactose intolerant. That shit would fuck my stomach up. No, Lamar is his own agent. His mom's his manager. That's another thing too. They don't like the fact that they can't get a hold of him in these situations that he's in when they need to, and they don't have a person to contact to tell him, hey, maybe you should stop hanging around so-and-so. It's not a good look if you're a franchise quarterback and you're hanging around niggas who do this, that, and the third that's not legal, allegedly. That's really what it boils down to. Even if he might not be doing it himself, and he clearly doesn't let that, or shit, it's not just him. Him and the organization and the league don't let that affect the outside shit affect things on the field. I saw they had a bet for Travis Kelce proposed at the end of the Super Bowl. I don't know if that was real or that was a joke. Yeah, Lamar in them streets. Allegedly, man. Allegedly. So Marv Levy and the Bills lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. Shanahan could easily lose again. They don't owe San Francisco anything. Maybe the NFL still owes. Well, they definitely still owe Missouri, as you can see. As far as college football in Missouri, this is the first year Missouri's really been good in a long time. So they don't need ain't nobody fucking with the Tigers like that. It's really just they need them there. Like the year they played the Bucks, they just needed the Chiefs there. So again, this could be a situation they just need them there. I'll say this reminds me of the Eagles and Patriots. How the Eagles lost the first one against the Patriots back in 2005 in Jacksonville. Fast forward to Minnesota, they ended up winning with a backup quarterback. Oh, I get so annoyed at them betting commercials now. The Ravens fans, still ticked off by the Chiefs and Ravens games. I'll say part of it is they're aware that it's scripted, or I don't know about scripted, but rigged. I'm going to use that word. They're aware that it's rigged, not necessarily scripted. Like, everybody could see it was rigged. The scripted part, if you could see, like, why is Lamar Jackson not running when he has open lanes to run? Why are the Ravens not running the ball a lot? Like, people can see that scripted. But really, just the lack of calls against the Chiefs is really what it boils down to. When I Googled this, it said the Chiefs were wearing red and the Niners are wearing white. I'm going to look it up again to see if it updated or not. Or the Chiefs red today. Let's see. All right, the Chiefs are wearing red. The Niners will be wearing white. And if memory serves me correct, it's like some super crazy random holiday. I want to say that Sunday is National White Shirt Day or some shit. Yeah, Chiefs are wearing red, exactly. So the Chiefs wasn't even in the top 10 during the season to be in the Super Bowl. Yeah, they had the Ravens obviously getting slammed hard pass. The fact that the Chiefs only had one receiver damn near the entire season but got strong without getting better. Yeah, it's like they going to give Pacheco the ball 30 goddamn times. And get it to Kelce in the playoffs. And make sure that Kadarius Toney doesn't see the field during the postseason either. Purdy has to win the Super Bowl to save us from Taylor Swift. It's like the bitch been here for 13 weeks, bro. Like, she been here most of the year, so. It is what it is at this point, man. Team that wears white tend to win more in the Super Bowl than team with the colored jersey. Let's see. Chiefs was in white last year. Year before that, it was... Who was in white? Was it the Rams? I think the Rams was in white. Tampa Bay was in red, I think. Yeah, I think Tampa was in red. I don't remember in that first matchup who wore red or white. Chiefs or the Niners. After Chiefs scored, they immediately panned the camera. Yeah, they've been doing that all year. That shit's so annoying, bro. I feel like the people that she be with in the box, This is just me saying this out from the outside looking in. I bet there's got to be at least half of them motherfuckers that don't really fuck with Taylor like that. Like, why is this bitch still here, bro? Like, yeah, we got to pretend, you know, the camera's out. We got to pretend we cool with this motherfucking shit. I promise you half them people don't really fuck with her like that. And she probably don't fuck with them like that either. Made the Niners look weak and the Chiefs look strong. Let's see. Made Chiefs underdogs, push the scripted for Taylor Swift. The Chiefs got even better odds while almost already having most of the money. So Brock Purdy, because he's relatable to the average Joe. The underdog story. They got a good amount of storylines for the Super Bowl. They just gave us teams we didn't really want in there. Yeah, exactly. That quote right there. Say win. I'm still say if because it ain't happened yet. If the Niners win, they'll say it's not scripted. If it were, they would have gave Mahomes another ring and Taylor Swift. There's a comment somewhere on, I forgot, I don't know if it was NFL, it was something like that, where someone fell right into that trap of saying, see, it's not scripted because of this. Purdy was quoting, I can't talk, quoting Psalms at the media day. Okay, might be something since pro sports have a thing against Christians. CJ Stroud, they hate when he say Jesus. They cut his shit off. Purdy was drafted in Vegas. He's playing in the Super Bowl in Vegas. If the Niners win and he the first person they interview, I could already see that being like the opening statement before they actually ask him a question. If more people find out and catch on to it being fake, they will find a way to trade Lamar to the Niners before the Super Bowl. That would be funny as hell. I wouldn't like that though, but that would be funny. Chiefs should be wearing red because they'll be the home team because it's in the AFC stadium. I don't even know how that works, like how the rules work for who's home and away. I thought it was seeding the whole time. Because San Francisco's 1 seed, Chiefs is a 3 seed. You would assume the higher seed would get to be home, but I guess they choose. I think the higher seed gets to choose. I think that's how that goes. The Tampa was in white? Huh. And the Niners was in white. Yeah, you're right about the Niners. I mean, shit, he been in the league long enough to know about the politics. It's not like it's his first year with the Chiefs. And I mean, I'm sure he saw some politics going on when he was with the Giants as well. Especially being on the bad side, considering he was injury prone with the Giants and their shit team anyway. So, and I think he had a lot to say about them too whenever he went on IG Live last year after he won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs. So the Chiefs had white jerseys in Mahomes' first Super Bowl win. National White Shirt Day is Sunday. They don't need a holiday for this shit, bro. Like, niggas wear white t-shirts every day of the week. Broncos was in white, Panthers was in black. I remember that. He said Lamar turned purple. Cam and CJ both won their first game versus the Jags and both won Offensive Rookie of the Year. So I remember Cam had like that little historic 4-game start of his career. So he had a backup quarterback. Brock Purdy was supposed to win MVP. I wouldn't use supposed. So they'll give him the Super Bowl instead. Nah. That's one of those trade-off things. Unless you're the golden boy at the time, you don't win the Super Bowl and the MVP at the same time. So we saw who won the MVP, which was Lamar. No surprise there. Basically, whoever won that Niners and Ravens game was going to win MVP regardless. And we see the other quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. So it alternates each year. Okay. I might have to look into that. I didn't know that. I always wondered. What's up, my boy? Delion cruising this motherfucker. As a little bit more than that. All right, so Tim Tebow, the reason why Tim Tebow got blackballed up out of the league was because the NFL claims to be a nonprofit organization, and they choose what charities a portion of the revenue goes to that any player generates and all that shit. Like as far as the cut goes, the NFL dictates what charities that money is going to. Tim Tebow wanted the money to go to some of his own specific charities that he chose, and the league didn't like that. So that's why they had to get Tim Tebow up out of there. It wasn't the whole Christian thing. I mean, that's a cover anyway, but the Christianity thing wasn't why. And it was also clear he couldn't truly carry the script long term. Like his playing style, that shit he was doing, yeah, no, that shit wasn't gonna last long. Philly was home last year. They was in a green, teal, turquoise, what the fuck you want to call that color. Yeah, speaking of which, it's kind of like the NFL's thing is they're good about giving you close games in the regular season. They'll give you as many close games you want. Playoffs, they'll still give you those close games. But sometimes they'll fuck up with who is in the Super Bowl as far as giving the people the matchups that they want as a whole. College football, on the other hand, they'll give you all the most amazing, crazy regular season shit in the world. But when it comes time for those playoffs, or especially the national championship, they give you the worst championship possible. Goofy ass walk. Now you hear they alternate each Super Bowl. Norman home team chooses the color jersey they want to wear. I want to see a team wear an alternate jersey in the Super Bowl, like one of them color rush jerseys. Like I want to see, like fuck that red. Well, Kansas City got red, right? No, never mind. Well, if Kansas City had white, let San Francisco rock them black jerseys with the red numbers and shit. Or that throwback red shit they got with the black shadows on the digits. Let them do some shit like that. I want to see like an alternate jersey in the Super Bowl. Holy shit, he did. He played for the Panthers. Yeah, that is crazy. The Chiefs winning Kirk Cousins. No, that curse already been broken. It was whoever lost to Kirk Cousins doesn't make it to the Super Bowl. So that shit already been broken. Chiefs wore white against the Eagles. Yeah, I saw that. Man, I saw that. That's the most generic shit in the world. Like they act like he really said some shit. Like, it's Vegas. Of course some messy shit gonna happen. Like anything. It could be a player getting arrested. It could be a celebrity getting arrested. It could be a nigga getting shot. It could be a nigga getting... It's Vegas. With a bunch of drunk people and a bunch of rich people. Of course some messy shit. It's Vegas. What's the saying go? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Why is... I'm not finna sit up here and make a big deal about that generic ass quote. Yeah, they did give us some bullshit. There's a lot of issues with the NBA anyway. Past that finals matchup, that's what the whole product. They need to redo the whole shit. I hate that they started showing Super Bowl commercials before they came out. Like, you can go ahead and look at them ahead of time. Like, nigga, you killed the fun out of it. The whole point was anticipating and see what the fuck they gonna do. But if I can go and Google all of this shit before tomorrow, then it's not going to be that same anticipation. It's the one time you actually look forward to commercials. Say the NFC ain't won since Brady won with Tampa Bay Rams. Rams won it the following year. Also, he was an election year too in 2020 and 2024. Yeah, somebody said it. Shout out to B Fire. What's good with your boy? What's good with you? Heard some people say that a blackout might happen. Yeah. Well, it's the 10-year anniversary of the whole Ravens and Niners shit. I think something gonna happen, but I don't know about specifically a blackout. Good point. Whew. That's a lot. Let's see. Appreciate the super chat, man. Let's see. Where to start. Number one. For the love of God, stop promoting LeBron James as the face of the league. He is goddamn 39 years old. He is not the most skilled player in the world. And it's to the point a lot of people are seeing through a lot of his bullshit. So stop pushing him as the face of the league when you got all these other stars that you can promote, whether it be American or international. You can maximize everything. Get rid of that dumbass in-season tournament. Like, we don't need that. And since you're hell-bent on keeping it for the foreseeable future, stop using these retarded, crazy court designs and shit. No one wants to see a basketball court with red hardwood floors. That is an eyesore on the TV. Like, don't do stupid shit like that. It's not a goddamn coloring book to be played on. Stop doing that shit. The All-Star game. Glad you brought it back to East versus West because that little draft shit was stupid. What else? Oh, style of play. Let them play defense. I don't want to see every team do this same shit where they just chucking up a bunch of threes that are terrible shots. Bring back the mid-range jump shot, please. For the love of God, do that. I don't want to see a basketball game that has a final score of 150 to 148. Stop it. We don't want that. Like, the happy medium was like 105, 95. That's cool. But y'all got way too crazy with the shit out here trying to break Guinness Book of World Records and shit. That is my big... And stop firing all the good announcers. That's another thing. Stop that shit. Yes, exactly. They push the same narrative every single time. Was it? He's a good teammate. That's a lie. That's a whole goddamn lie. The longevity shit. They'll pull up the most made up. The stat be the made up or just some like super unique shit that's never been a real stat before. He is the only player past the age of 36 to do this. It's like, how many players past the 30 something was doing anything? What's the craziest one they said? LeBron James played against, what was it, 35% of the NBA? Like, did we forget who Udonis Haslem was? Vince Carter. I'm pretty sure they did the same shit, but you don't hear them talk about them. And it's like every time it's always a post. I'm not even subscribed to ESPN, and I somehow, when I scroll through YouTube, it's a LeBron James stat that I didn't ask for. That's clearly made up. Yeah, I seen that connection. AFC has a 14-9 lead against the NFC in the Super Bowl. That shit would be funny, especially if it's the Chiefs that come up short. Yeah, it's affected the video. Well, the video, that's a whole conversation in itself. Video games, goddamn, I could say a lot about that too. But yes, it pretty much has, like, it's affected the way people play 2K. When you think about it, it's either people going ball hog, do the dribble move bullshit, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, boom, finally do some shit. Or they chucking up threes. Like, come on, you don't see mid-range jump shots in 2K. And another thing, we don't need to see like every player and every star in the league have an 80-point game or a 70-point game. Especially, we don't need to see like 5 of them in a week. Like, 1 is cool, but it's not as cool when 4 other niggas do it too. Like, Luka scored, what, 70 something? That's cool. 71. That's cool. But then Embiid scored, what, 64? The same week, and then Booker scored 60 something or whatever the fuck. And then another nigga scored 50 or 60. And they be losses too. That's the crazy part. Is some of these be losses. It's like, why are we highlighting this shit when they lost? Yeah, women's college basketball. I got to specify women's college basketball because WNBA is trash. But women's college basketball, yeah, I done watched a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm at like the highlight stage. I'm gonna sit here and watch a full game stage. I'm like, okay, there's something here. There's something here. It's not as bad as the WNBA at all. And before you know it, they gonna have a problem where people gonna want to stay in college if they get as big as an Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark to where it's like, I can make more money doing this than going to the WNBA. And they going to really have a problem then. Why do these NBA and NFL guys never get popped for roids? And if they do, it's nothing to them. NBA, there's a good amount of people that are on that shit. The problem is the dude that they promote, the face of the league, who's 35, 39, who's been able to play at this certain age thanks to those alleged PEDs, is on them. So if they bust this person and that person, eventually they're going to have to bust him. Pause. So that's not in their best interest financially. Yeah. Because it's the same shit every year with the Lakers. Or any team he's on. Favorite team, purple. That's funny. I see when the tribal chief of WWE plays the role of Patrick Mahomes. Are you talking about, what's his name? Roman Reigns. Plays the role of Patrick Mahomes called Cody Rhodes, who plays the role of Mr. Irrelevant. Yeah, he got screwed over hard for real. 58 days before WrestleMania. That's funny. Seth Rollins is Mr. Irrelevant. They bust anybody for PDs, it'd be a way to suspect not to test LeBron James. I mean, shit, Charles Sonnen said that shit a long time ago about LeBron being on PDs, and they didn't say shit about it. They didn't say a peep about it. They didn't even say he was lying. That's the crazy part. No one caught that part. He said it, and no one said, oh, he's full of shit. No one said. They just got quiet as fuck. That's crazy. But I doubt it'll ever truly come out. Like, if it does, it'll be like way after he's retired. But it would just be too big of a loss for the NBA or too big of a risk. It's like why they kind of covered up the whole gambling thing with MJ at the time, because he was such a big asset. It was like, you know what? You're going to play baseball. That's what you're going to do. You're going to play baseball, and you're going to be an average to below average baseball player for a while. And then you're going to come back for the Bulls, and you're going to win. You're going to retire. And then you're going to come back again to play for the Wizards just because you're Michael Jordan. And that this new generation didn't get a chance to see you. Allegedly made in a lab. I saw that. I'm like, and what the NBA be on some bullshit for real. You got players complaining. Oh, that's another one. Since we talk about it, someone asked, "What do I change about the NBA?" Get rid of load management. That should have been number one. Get rid of that shit because, like I said earlier, you get paid millions of dollars to put a goddamn ball through a hoop, real or fake, and you complaining that you have to do your job. To put that in perspective, that's like if everybody out here working a 9 to 5 only had to show up 80% of the time, still got 2 months off paid vacation, and still had the nerve to complain that they had to do their job. That's what that is like. It would be got way worse since they were for PD. They had to juice the ball, bro. Yeah, the juice ball theory. I miss the steroid era, man. Bring that shit back, man. Get all them niggas roided out. I don't care. They have like a Olympic style games that some German American dude is going to start, I think in a couple years, where it's like 5 different events and you can be on any performance enhancing drug you want. So I'm here to see that. They got one of them as combat. So I want to see some people on some shit fighting in a cage going crazy. They're trying to prop up Luka as the league star, as the white face of the league. Yeah. It's like they got Jokic there right now, but then they got Luka right there waiting. And then, the international black star is Giannis. Like, he's a gimme. And then the other American moneymaker they got is black. Oh, yeah, he out for the year. He missed 25 games because of the guns and shit, and now he out for the year because of injury. That's another thing, too. Say you'll never be a big star? What are you talking about? Too late. What do you wait? What? What is his record? Because if it was the playoff touchdown thing, he passed that against the Ravens. What are you talking about? Do I like the 65 game rule? No, there shouldn't be a rule. It shouldn't be a thing that players are sitting out just because they don't feel like playing. They need to be trying to play all 82 games. Unless their team has the playoffs locked the fuck up and they just rest the players until the playoffs, they don't need to be just sitting out just because. Just because it's their excuse to put on a fashion show. Oh yeah, and that's like Steph and LeBron. They were born in the same hospital. Yeah, 66 games. Shorten that bitch. Like the lockout year, shorten it to 66 games. Started on Christmas. And by default, get rid of that dumbass in-season tournament. So when a family member from the Chiefs organization gets arrested for a Dewey, they lose a Super Bowl like Reed's son, and they lost Super Bowl same year. And, you know, his dad, we saw what happened with his dad who liked to turn up all the time. Hey, man, speaking of throwing hands, I've been watching some of those slap fighting videos. That shit is hilarious, bro. I'm just thinking, you couldn't pay me to do that. And the fact that these dudes, when they get slapped, have to put in a mouth guard tells you how hard these niggas hit. Like, you realize that nigga, when the nigga say he could slap the teeth out your mouth, these niggas really could. These are like some big ass, no neck having Eastern European motherfuckers, some Samoans out here, and they gotta like get their form perfect and do all this shit, and they be smacking niggas unconscious. I'm like, bro, this couldn't be me, man. This isn't made for me. I saw that, but I ain't gonna buy into it. I know they got a new arena, but it's the Clippers. Regular season means nothing. Yeah, that's the biggest sentiment is we'll wait till the playoffs to watch it. And what they have to compete with, too, is you start the season during football season, so NFL and college. When that shit's over with, you get your chance to shine, but guess what? College basketball's heating up to get into the March Madness part of the year. So then people ain't really fucking with the NBA then. And when that shit's over, you have no choice but to watch basketball unless you're a baseball fan. And their season just starting, so there's the shit. And they got to compete with the NHL too, with the playoffs. But concerned about playing multiple games and load management to sit on the bench and get billions to make excuses. I ain't gonna go with Kawhi this year because he ain't been doing that shit this year. It's niggas like Draymond Green, Tyrese Halliburton. Who else? Not Jokic. Embiid. And anytime he got to play Jokic, all of a sudden Embiid don't want to play. And it's funny, Jokic is the one who treats this shit like it's a 9 to 5, but he'll still show up and actually play. Like, you can tell this nigga's like, man, I'd rather be with my horses and shit. But he will still fucking play a game and shit. You don't hear him complaining. So do I think Mahomes' dad getting arrested 3 times is going to make Mahomes win 3? I don't think so. I just feel like the Clippers winning it all sort of with the new stadium and getting out of fake Lake Show. They could solidify a fan base or try to solidify LA fan base. My only problem is they got James Harden on the team. That's like Harden's allergic to getting a ring. NHL's. I didn't know theirs was 82. I ain't gonna lie. I knew it was close. I didn't know it was exactly 82. Well, yeah, I mean, you don't score as frequently either, so. Does Devin Haney need to fight Ryan Garcia to prove that he can box Tank? Haney just need to fight Tank. His reception, not his touchdown. Got you. Okay. And ironic who they have to play too. If he scored 3, he would tie Rice. They said that all the time with the Clippers, it's just false hope. You think they're gonna let a team of Harden, Westbrook, and PG win? I say two of them. Two of them niggas will get a ring, but James Harden ain't one of them. Thank you, American player they can push right there. Anthony Edwards, a funny dude. A lot of people know who he is. Exciting to watch. And then, like I mentioned, John Morant. Well, yeah, that's one of them. They was pushing until they tried to make him look like a thug and shit. So they lied saying James Naismith started basketball. He was a picture holding a soccer ball on a soccer field and how the hell he was going to teach black players anything. It's kind of like Walter Camp didn't really invent football. He just kind of altered the rules to make it more so what it is today. But he didn't really invent it. If Fortnite didn't put Mahomes in the item shop, you remember last year they put his skin in the game days before Super Bowl 57. I wouldn't read into the whole Fortnite thing, to be honest. Fortnite, they be putting everybody in Fortnite. They didn't put the Justice League in Fortnite. They got Justin Jefferson. They have Jamar Chase at one point. Goku. They got Dragon Ball Z niggas in there. Like, they just put anybody in Fortnite, bro. So who's my NBA Finals prediction? That's a good question. Yeah, we got a lot of season to go. A whole lot of season to go. Not the Bucks. I'm gonna say that now. Not the Milwaukee Bucks. We know who their head coach is. We know how that always turns out. If there's a team I would say I'm kind of watching right now, always looking at Boston. Always looking at Boston. But the thing about Boston, they'll always get like just there. Like they'll almost get there and then they'll somehow fuck it up. I think their best year was the year they played the Warriors. And let's be real, they weren't going to beat that Warriors team. Let's keep it a stack. If the Mavericks ever got rid of Kyrie Irving and were still good, I would say them. As of right now. Knicks, they're in the same position as like the Cowboys. They don't really need them to win it. Let alone even make it to the NBA Finals. Or the Heat. Or the Heat been so many fucking times. Funny thing, if EA makes this year's Madden show Taylor Swift, they better not. They already put the end racism shit in the game. We don't need Taylor Swift. Say the Knicks out the East by default. Say the Celtics or the Cowboys or the NBA. Nah, I wouldn't say that. I'd say if there's a team, you could say the Sixers are more like the Cowboys, or like I said, the Knicks. But definitely the Sixers, because the Sixers do that shit they will get your hopes high as hell. They'll be up 3-1 in the series and choke it away. The wild card team is OKC. I don't think they're gonna push them like that yet. I was about to say, yeah, I know New York would be going crazy if the Knicks made it to the finals. I bet that atmosphere would be one of the top, like as far as just arena atmospheres in NBA Finals history, that'd be like top 10. Like how Oracle was and shit with the Warriors, how that bitch was just rocking all the time. I bet if the Knicks won, the Garden, shit. Yeah, I don't see the Nuggets going back either. Phoenix could do something. So, yeah, that's a better comparison. The Niners of the NBA. Think the NBA is in a scripted mode of letting teams who haven't won win. I mean, you gotta sprinkle them in, but I don't think they in full-fledged mode like that. Like the Warriors, that was really to cap off Steph Curry's, really his career as far as accomplishments. Because you see now This nigga got damn near to do everything offensively for the Warriors. So we see, yeah, they ain't going back ever with the squad they got now. They ain't going back. Who else? Heat, they'll go there but lose. The Lakers, they just gonna push them because of LeBron, but we all know how that shit gonna go. Celtics, the solid team that comes close but always comes up short. Excuse me, or at least in recent years. So the Garden Wild for the Rangers do play there. I forgot. Yeah, I was like, man, nigga, 8 points, bro, for real. What's up, Left Diggy? What's good with you? He ain't got too many years left to play. I've heard the theory that Curry will end up with the Hornets to close his career out. I saw Steph Curry ended up going to Charlotte too, and it's not the craziest thing in the world either. Especially in the NBA now, where a player be on like 3 different teams and shit by the end of his career, minimum. So you already see the play in the Western Conference. Yeah, sure as shit won't be the Lakers. They got that regular season participation award, so that it won't be them. Yeah, I get to one more comment that I'm going to get on up out of here. So make that 2. I think this year they let KD win. Or this year, let's see, they let KD win it in 2021. He got screwed. In 2022, he got swept by the Celtics. And lost to the Nuggets in 2023. The Knicks and Nuggets Batman versus Joker, which releases this year during the election. Trump wins or turns 7. Damn, he old as hell. During the finals that starts on the 78th anniversary of the NBA being founded in New York. I just don't ever see them having the Knicks go that far in the near future. Even with the teams they had that were teams that really could have made it. Because the Knicks are another just cash cow. Yeah, him mixed in with Damian Lillard, and then, kids being impressionable saw it, and they started doing the shit too. Other teams started trying the strategy that the Warriors were doing, like the Rockets. The Rockets, at one point, the Rockets would shoot more threes than the Warriors when they had the little run and shit with KD and all them. And then every other team was like, you know what? We need to play positionless basketball too and just jack up a shit ton of threes. The only problem is not every team's equipped to do that shit. KD not winning without Steph. I think he'll win one more before his career is over with. And they gonna make sure that the Lakers get into the play-in. At the least, if they don't make it to the actual playoffs, they will get to the play-in. Everybody knows that. You know how many free throws they get. They'll just send them to the free throw line. Become a numbers game, 3s for 2s. Yeah, analytics. I'd get rid of that shit too. Analytics and get out of the basketball too. I hate that shit. It's so fucking stupid. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Been fun chopping up with y'all on this Friday night. We're gonna be back on Sunday for NFL pregame pick'em to close out the season for the Super Bowl. And then following the Super Bowl, we're gonna have rigged NFL to close out the year. So stay tuned for that. Ring that bell. All the good stuff, man. We out.